Failed with major repairs. Technical repair report for bidding. Restoration with permit by a fully licensed vendor. Engineer oversight. 3 site visits. Certification with owner liability in lieu of a load test. Load test still may be required by the AHJ.
Okay, this is Fire Escape Engineers. This is the inspector summary video, 866-649-0333. This is pre-existing non-conforming. You need an EPA renovator's license for this. The paint on it is pre-1978 and more than likely has lead. Therefore, there will be no welding. The structure must be structurally sound and painted. This is a pass-fail video. And this is a pre-load test evaluation. And let's begin our video. Alright, we have 3 stories. It's all stairs. The first flight goes down 9 to the middle, then 9 to the first floor, then 17 treads to the bottom floor. And the cage on this top one consists of a 2x2 angle, and then we have slats. The slats are 2" by 1/4 inch, and you have 2 brackets supporting this particular platform. The platform is approximately 6 feet by 4 feet. Your railing is 2x2 top rail, 2x2 bottom rail, and you have riveted connections for your balustrade. Your balustrades are approximately 3/4 of an inch solid. And we have a couple issues here. First issue is where this bracket meets, there's a gusset plate. And I will just try to zoom in on this. I might have to come on this side of the rail. And actually it's blocking it. Let me come this way. Oh, you can see it there. You can see to the upper edge of the picture that is completely bulging. It's rusting. It's rust jacking. It's putting the whole member in distress. So that is very suspect. Again, this is a pass-fail video. We're looking at all riveted connections here. That's original. We prefer that it's bolted, and the bolts, we can confirm the strength of it. With the rivets, we need to do a load test, so the preference is to bolt it. We're going to descend down this flight of stairs. Your stringer consists of a 1/4 inch flat by 6 inch, and we have some issues. You can see right here, tar has been filled in, but we definitely have a problem as far as the stringer spreading, and it's probably due to rust jacking or it's overstressed. You can see it right there. Okay, let me get my handy pointer, and let me go back to that again. You can see right here where that's all bubbling out, and that needs further investigation. Okay, come back down again, and I'm going to start my descent. We have a little bit of a strange connection here. The bracket bends into the triangular support, the bracket itself, and the clip is bent. And it looks like there's some new bolts in there, but that still has to be addressed. We have a riveted connection here You can see it. And this, let's just blow it up a little. You can see the rivets right here and here. So that becomes a little bit of a problem there. It needs to be addressed. Let me continue down here. And your treads consist of an inch by an inch angle in the front, an inch by inch angle on the back, a slat flat, which is 2 inches, and that runs across. The tread itself appears to be approximately 3 feet, and you have riveted connections from the slats to the clip forming the tread. That should be replaced with bolts, and in some cases where the system started to fail, where the tread started to fail, you will see someone riveted a clip on top in reverse, or pieces of metal. It's kind of a shoddy job what they did, and that will become evident as we go down. Okay, everything's typical here. I'm going to show you the hardware from underneath, but basically you've got the same configuration of tread all the way down, and this platform, which appears to be approximately 6 by 5, is made of the same configuration, same angles, 2 by 2 angles for the platform, same railing that I mentioned above, and then we have another flight down, also 8 treads down, and we have an angle that they used here, not an angle but a channel, and the channel is, it appears to be a 5-inch channel, and they use that as a post. They used it also as a post up on the other platform. You can see it there, and also on the next platform down. And then the same 2-inch by 2-inch angle with rivets for the handrail. That's consistent throughout the fire escape. So we're going to descend down the next flight. And again, you can see right here, they filled it with silicone, but definitely got zip this in a little. You definitely got rust jacking inside that. That has to be addressed. It's affecting the whole connection. The rivets popping. They've put bolts. Definitely needs to be addressed. Okay. And the same issue, you can see this is a little distorted here. This whole gusset plate is distorted. Some of that's from rust jacking, but some of it might be overstressed. I think what's going on here is you have 17 treads on the bottom floor, and it's overstressing everything. There should be a relief pier in the middle of the flight that goes from the first floor down. There should be some kind of relief on that. There isn't right now. But we're going to continue down. So you have a lot of original hardware. Let me try to get a shot of that underneath, and you will see here that some of the hardware is newer, some of it's older, but it needs all to be addressed. All the clips have to come out because the rust jacking hasn't been addressed. Some of it's sealed, but it looks like they never got the rust out to begin with. coming down. This is the next platform. Same configurations as far as the cage. Same configurations for the railing. And same issues. It's riveted on the middle ribs. Everything should be bolted. It's also riveted along this edge here. Okay, and now we're going to go down this big flight of stairs. Let me just get a few shots of the brackets. There's two brackets here. Again, you can see there's almost a dimple in this. There's so much stress from rust and loading. Okay, we're going to start the last part down. All the stairs are in the same configuration, but there are some problems. Some of it feels a little spongy, and you can see, like here, for instance, that the bolts or rivets that were there are completely gone. So that's all suspect. And we're going to continue down. And here's one of those situations I was talking about. I don't know with the lighting if it will show up. Yeah, there it is. Somebody just took a bar and welded this to hold the tread up. And even though there's some original hardware underneath, all this needs to be addressed. You got some flipped angles here that have been welded. You can kind of see that as you go along. Right here, for instance, you can see that angle's been welded, and then there's another angle underneath, and that's bolted. And this flight's shaky because of the length of it. Again, we probably need a middle support here that will relieve the weight of the stress on the next platform up, and it will also relieve the whole system. So just come down here, and then there's some vegetation here that should be addressed. That can become a trip hazard. Okay, and then I got our sticker. It didn't make it. Those issues have to be addressed. And then you just come under here, get a rough idea. This hardware isn't as bad. There has been some work done down here. You can see on this, for instance, the clip is starting to rot out. And over here, you can see the clip is bending out. So there's different issues, and some of this has to be reworked and addressed properly. And then the last issue, it's not quite clear because there's paint, but the mortar is starting to come out. There's some beats on this side, and it's where the connections are. We need to address some of the wall issues. A little bit of masonry work to be done there. Okay, this is Fire Escape Engineers. This concludes the video.
Load test still may be required by the AHJ. Failed with major repairs. Technical repair report forbidding. Restoration with permit by a fully licensed vendor. Engineer oversight. 3 site visits. Certification with owner liability in lieu of a load test. Fire escape issues. Photos represent what the violations are, not where they are or how many exist. Pass-fail inspection, not technical repair report.